Hey, it's Jack here. We're back in Las Vegas. We're at Opportunity Village at the Magical Forest, and they're all decorated for Christmas. They go inside, walk around, check things out. And we'll go through this archway into the Magical Forest. I got this elf sitting there with Santa, sponsored by UMC and the University Medical Center. And here's a tree sponsored by Managed Pay. And here's the Northern Lights Fire Station, number 25. Here's a tree sponsored by Dr. Dahlia's show. And I can see all the stuffed animals there, dressed up appropriately with their surgical attire. This tree is sponsored by Las Vegas Day School. And they've got a bunch of markers and such on this tree. Right next to the tree is a school, Las Vegas Day School. This one here is sponsored by Our Lady of Las Vegas Women's Guild. We got angels and more angels on that tree. This tree is sponsored by Grimaldi's Brick Oven Pizzeria. Right up top there, the star, instead of there being a star, is a pizza. And the tree is decorated with various pizza slices. And this rather large tree here is sponsored by Wells Fargo. And there's a big Santa arch, but we don't need to go through the Santa arch. We're gonna head off to our right over here. We've got a sleigh with reindeer right here, single reindeer. Their sponsor tree, Nigro and Construction. This rather large tree is sponsored by Diamondback Land Surveying. Well, this tree is sponsored by the Fabulous Steelman Partners in Nevada. Well, over here it looks like a church maybe, but actually it's the elves getting stuff ready for Christmas. They got some dino action back there, checker set, and other items. This tree is sponsored by Helix Electric. And this one's sponsored by Nevada HealthLink. Well, Ken's Steakhouse Dressing has got this rather large tree as its sponsor. They've got some salad dressing, some Sweet Baby Ray's. Next tree is sponsored by the Girl Scouts and Girl Guides all over the world. That there's every flag from every nation on this Christmas tree, sponsored by the Girl Scouts and Girl Guides. Well, only fitting from Sherwin-Williams is a themed Christmas tree with paintbrushes. Well, this tree here is sponsored by Summit Integrated Health. Tree here sponsored by Cashman Caterpillar. and it's appropriately decorated with a bunch of heavy equipment. This is the tallest tree in the forest, also sponsored by Cashman Cat. And right here we have Marshmallow. Over here we have Jack and Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas. This large tree here is sponsored by AJ Sewer and Drain, and appropriately they've got toilet paper and other items like a plunger that you would use to plug your drain up and clean it out. Over here on this side of the forest we have a Magic Castle sponsored by Burger King. You got this giant penguin back there, and the tree right next to it is sponsored by local radio station Sunny 106.5. Well, no magical forest would be complete without Frosty the Snowman. And right next to Frosty is a tree sponsored by Sierra Air and Plumbing, local plumbing and air conditioning service dealer here in Las Vegas. This one here is sponsored by Finley Volkswagen of Henderson. Here's Aldrich Law Firm. It looks like we come down to Candy Cane Lane here. Here's a golf-themed tree, sponsored by Foothills Tavern, Stonehouse Bar and Grill, Las Vegas. This archway, sponsored by Lee's Discount Liquor. Oh, this is cool. This is sponsored by the Morris family. It says, "I'll be home for Christmas." As we look up, it's a full baseball-themed Christmas tree. Now down here it says the line between naughty and nice is constantly moving. This is pretty cool, this gingerbread house here. Tree sponsored by UNLV Health Center. Appropriately, there are different medical things like pills and shots. Well, here's another large tree on property. This one's sponsored by Arm in Arm. Tree is sponsored by Desert Radiology. They're a local radiology firm here in Las Vegas, and appropriately they have skeletons all over the tree. Here's this tree sponsored by Meow Wolf Omega Mart. Covered that a few years ago. And they've got the fluorescent colors just like they do at the Omega Mart. Over here, this house, and inside the house, we walk over here. We can see there's a penguin hanging out. We're walked all the way back around. This is the side of the firehouse, inappropriately, and the doghouse there is a little Dalmatian, and next to that is a fire hose. Well, it's time to take a ride on the Forest Express. And for the kids, they had the slide called Avalanche. And here's called the Blizzard. And Blizzard's coming to an end. And they got the spinning ride here. One of the rides they have here is the carousel. And here we're inside a giant Christmas ball. At the very top there is a Christmas wreath. There are a few food items available here. Most of it's like carnival food. They do have hot chocolate, cider, and some coffee. A small gift shop here where they sell a lot of Christmas past. Prices are fairly decent and everything goes back to Opportunity Village. Get your commemorative Magical Forest Las Vegas t-shirt. They also have baseball caps. Again, they're fairly priced, $10 for the hat, $10 for the t-shirt. Over here they have some Halloween items. They do decorate this place for Halloween, and this is left over from Halloween. More items across the back wall here. If you have a dog, there's a Batman dog toy. I hope you enjoyed this walk around tour of Opportunity Village, Magical Forest here in Las Vegas. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and we'll catch you on the next one.